What's up, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? And it's your man, Surgery from the Bay, and with me, as always, my illustrious. I gotta emphasize that my illustrious co-host.
Lady Blue in the Bay.
There we go. That's her right there. How you doing?
I made it home. It took me like almost 2 hours, but I'm here.
Yeah, I can imagine with all the people out there for the Super Bowl and
Yeah,
going down to Moscone Center and
yeah,
all the other things that are going on around the city besides Moscone.
yeah.
Uh, I'm sure there's like 1,001 things to do down there right now, and people are trying to get it all done, and you know that's a Super Bowl weekend for you. That's a Super Bowl weekend for you. So yeah, I had a fairly decent day, I guess. Got a little bit of work accomplished around the house. Trying to pick up a couple of extra shifts at work if possible. Waiting to hear back on that.
Good.
But yeah, I'm doing okay today. I'm doing okay today.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah. So today's blah 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 blah. Can't even talk right now. Today's title: Cold moves and hot trades. I guess we might as well jump right into the fire because if you don't know yet and you haven't been trying to keep up to date with what's going on with the Warriors, the
Just a little.
Warriors, the Warriors, man, I'm kind of disappointed, but at the same time, I'm not. Um, it would have been nice to have gotten Giannis or yeah, whatever, however you pronounce it, Giannis. I don't know, but I think it would have been kind of nice to have him. But
Where,
Milwaukee apparently said, "No, we're not letting him go."
oh,
And
so
so,
he's still in Milwaukee.
so the Warriors did the next best thing. Um,
They got Tingus.
huh?
They got Tingus Pingus.
Porzingis, Zingas Pingas. Yeah, I guess that's going to be his nickname out there. Zingas Pingas. Yeah, they picked him up, 7 foot center, shoots a three. You know, defends the rim. Obviously, he can be a shot blocker. You know, so I mean, in that aspect, it's a good move for the Warriors because they and even Steve Kerr said tonight they've been in need of this kind of a player for years, and he's right. You know, it's been far too long since the Warriors have had a center that could really make his presence known in the key, in the paint. One of the biggest problems I've seen this year with the Warriors is people just get to the paint and kind of have their way because we didn't
Mm.
have anybody down there to contest. You know, make a player change a shot or whatever, even just blocking shots. Um, Draymond used to be that defensive player, that kind of guy. He'd come up with blocks and steals and this, that, and the other, but he really hasn't been doing much of that this year, which is, you know, is what it is. But um, the thing that gets me though, I mean, Kaminga, I'm kind of glad that that whole thing is over with now. Um, um, to kind of jump on the bandwagon of something that Hurd said earlier, this is a time for him to get a fresh start.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't really getting the play time that he wanted here. Um, he's very young player. I think he's still a teenager, if I'm not mistaken. He's like 19 or 8 or something like that. I don't know, but I'm kind of glad that whole Kaminga trade, get rid of, and blah 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 is done. It's over. What hurts me though, and I'm sure they're gonna ask. Uh,
He's 23 years old.
huh?
He's
He's
23.
22.
23.
Okay, well he was drafted when he was, I guess. Okay, yeah. So yeah, he wasn't a teenager. But Butler,
Yeah.
you know they're gonna ask Butler at some point in time. If it doesn't happen today, it'll be happening tomorrow. What he feels about Buddy being gone.
Yeah.
You know,
So I can guarantee he's gonna say he's happy, but he's really not.
of course not. He just lost his Robin. Now it's just Batman. There's no Robin anymore. You know, I like I really did like their camaraderie. Let's welcome Sport Nerd 0425.
Hey.
How you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We appreciate it. Howdy. Very nice to have you here. You can always hit that little phone button if you want to talk. If you don't want to talk, you want to just listen, that's fine with us. Welcome to the show. In case you are wondering, we were just discussing Golden State Warriors trade today. Not sure if you're a Bay Area sports fan. Hopefully you are. That's why you're on our show. The trade today was made for Kaminga and Buddy Hield. Were traded to Atlanta for Porzingis, a 7-foot center that the Warriors definitely needed. And I was just mentioning to Blue that Buddy and Butler were really, really good friends on the court and off the court. They used to have this love-hate relationship, but I know that's going to affect Butler in some way.
Yeah.
You're a Southeast fan.
What?
Okay, you're a Southeast fan. Okay. You were saying, Blue? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, in terms of being a Southeast fan, what does that mean?
Yeah,
Like what teams and things like that?
talking about Florida. You're talking about the Carolinas. Where are you at Southeast?
If you feel like saying.
If you feel like telling us where you at, what you mean by that, that's fine. But yeah, the Warriors made I think they made the perfect trade.
Yeah, and Draymond is still with us.
Yeah, Draymond is going to be with it. I really don't think, to be honest with you,
Well,
I don't think even if they wanted to trade Draymond, I think Draymond would retire first rather than go try and bleed. We talked about this on Monday. I really think that if the Warriors were going to trade Draymond, he would retire before going to another team. That's just my opinion. And I say that because he's been with only one team in the NBA, and that's the Golden State Warriors.
yeah.
I don't think his chemistry would fit with any other team in the NBA. I really don't. And he surely doesn't want to go to a team where he's going to be coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
He's accustomed to being that starter. So, yeah, you're right. I'm glad he's still here. I'm glad he's still here, and I can't wait to see what the Warriors do once Porzingis gets here, gets looked over, gets physical, all that good stuff, and then see how he works in with the team. So we got that to look forward to with the Golden State Warriors.
We got some high second round picks too, right?
Yeah, I think they did. But the main thing that they talked about was the Kaminga Hill
Hmm.
trade. I'm sure there was some picks in there somewhere added to the recipe to make the trade go through. Um, so yeah, I mean, yeah, it's done. It's a done deal. Did you? Well, you were at work today, but you informed me. I want to jump. I want to
What
jump
are
out.
you about?
I'm sorry.
I said, what did I inform you about?
Um, the Olympics, the women's hockey team.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely did that.
Um,
Hear about that.
oh, they put it on, and this is for
I,
our lady. This is for the ladies. I'm, I'm telling you, when you told me about it, I didn't even know the match was on, and then I found it, and it was 3-0 when you told me about it.
mm.
And
Mhm.
then, I just said, okay, I'm going to watch this. This is the Olympics. It's the women's
Yeah.
hockey team. You would mention one of the players from the women's hockey team. Um,
Abby Mueller.
yes, yeah, yeah. You mentioned her,
Uh-huh.
and I just decided, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and watch this and see how it transpires. Well, holy moly, Mongolian goat goat, 5-1 at the end of the day. Um, and they looked good. The American women's hockey, oh my God, they look real good. They looked real good. Like I said, a 5-1 at the end. It's a preliminary, but it shows you what they are capable of doing and what they're going to be doing throughout the Olympics. Um, the other hockey match today was Sweden and Germany. Sweden won that one 4-1. There was, I mean, not a lot of activity going on as far as the Olympics today. I know that tomorrow is the opening
Ice skate.
ceremony. Yeah, the opening ceremony is tomorrow. So
Oh yeah.
there's going to be a lot going on.
They do something for that. I haven't really figured out how and what to do because as previous years, there's a lot of countries in this, I guess you could say, world, and it's the opening ceremonies are really long, but it's really cool if it's done right.
Yeah, they usually are pretty long. They usually run about mm, hour, hour and a half sometimes.
Longer than an hour. I'm talking about like the Parade of Nations. So the Parade of Nations is long.
Yeah, ooh. Actually, yeah, it'll probably run about 2 hours. It might even run longer than that because there are a lot of nations, a lot of countries that are being represented in the Olympics. So yeah, it's probably going to be one of those spectacular. I mean, it's being done in Italy, so um, I'm sure Italy's got some plans to make it memorable. I
Hmm.
know Japan, when Japan was it Japan
So
that
yeah,
did
that
it?
was cool.
Um, Japan's opening ceremony, if I'm not mistaken, was mind blowing.
Yeah, I would expect nothing less from Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Brazil's opening ceremony too.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So
You know,
yeah, it's exciting to see. France was kind of weird, but it'll be exciting to see like how you're saying like Italy's twist on it and what they do and what they bring.
yeah, definitely. It's always nice to see what each country has in store for the world as far as that opening ceremony. So I'm looking forward to that. So I guess even though I'm going to be heading to the OJOB, I'm going to try and record whatever I can for the Olympics. I want to try and keep up on it so we have some information to talk about.
Yeah.
Uh, another today also in Olympics. I mean, even though these were preliminaries, I got to looking at the game of curling, Now, it's a lot easier to figure out curling than it is cricket.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's a lot simpler, a lot easier. Obviously, the idea of curling is to get your what they call a rock or your stone as close to the middle as possible, without being knocked out of the ring, so to speak.
Hmm.
Um, but it was I watched the American team, and for some reason it's not on here. Let me refresh this because I did watch the Americans play. Maybe was it? No, it was the U.S. They don't have the score in here, but the U.S. did win their curling match, mixed double. Um,
Sorry about that.
whoa, I thought we were going to the commercial or something. Yeah, U.S. won their curling preliminary. Canada won. Switzerland won. Estonia won, and Great Britain won their preliminaries. Um, I'm waiting. Snowboarding happened also today. And Jay Cantor from the U.S. He took third in his qualifying group, in the first run. So we got somebody representing the U.S. in snowboarding. We better, as much as they do it out here. Um, but yeah, I'm waiting for the big games to start up. Which will be tomorrow. I don't have a list of what all is scheduled for tomorrow. It's way too much. We ain't got enough time. We
Hmm.
ain't got enough time for it. Um, but again, like I said, I can't wait to see you know what the U.S. can do in this Winter Olympic. I do want to give a shout out to Joy Dunn. This is her first Olympic, and today she scored her first Olympic goal for the United States. Congratulations! Um, how about that? First ever Olympic, and you score your first Olympic gold. Not bad. Not a bad way to start your Olympic. Not a bad way to start your Olympics. Hey, Martin. Martin's back in the house.
Hey, Martin.
I was wondering if you were going to join us tonight. Yeah,
What's wrong with your nose?
oh, I've got a slight cold. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'm here. I'm living. I'm talking. Rest.
Good. Living is good.
Excuse me.
I said living is good.
Yes, living is good. It's a very good thing. Um, what was I? Yeah, we were talking Olympics.
Yeah.
Uh, quick. I'm gonna throw the ball in your court for a minute.
Okay.
All right. Now, I and I don't want to make this. This is going to be. Hey, fact porcupine. There's our boy. I don't want to make this a long conversation. I just
Okay.
have a question for you, and just give me a
I
yes or
see.
no. If you have heard or don't know, that's fine. Have you
Okay.
heard about ice being in Santa Clara?
Um. Yes. Didn't I send you something about that?
Yeah, it was a fact. Yeah, you did. And I also read something about it. Um, can't remember. I want to say it was on the Super Bowl page that some of the people that were making comments were saying that they saw some ICE agents, this, that, and the other, whatever. All right, so I just wanted to ask that question because you know from what I understand, the Bay Area.
I like 50 times. I don't. Well, hey everybody. I didn't mean to send it that many times.
Oh man, uh, yeah. So yeah, I was just curious about that. Um, really and truly curious about that. Um,
It is. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I hope everybody, well, That's in San Francisco. We like to keep it our own and be like, get out of our city.
Yeah.
Um, not necessarily in terms of us. I'm talking about other tourists. Um, but it's because we went to lunch at the Cheesecake Factory today.
Oh my God.
So yeah, we had to drive by. We didn't have to. It's just the way that the Uber driver chose to go. So we went by Moscone, and it looked like people were having fun. And I do have a complaint.
Of course, they're in San Francisco.
No
Of course
one
they're having
recognized
fun.
me as a VIP. No, I'm
That's
just
good.
fine.
That's good.
Shut up. Um, but yeah, so literally, like to get from my job to over there by Macy's, where the Cheesecake Factory is located, took like about 45 minutes.
Yeah, and if I on a normal day, from Moscone Center to Union Union Square there, probably
No,
about
I
20.
came from Seventh and Brannan.
Yeah, but I'm just saying from Moscone Center up to the Union Square, if you're on a normal day, would take you probably about 20 minutes. But with the weekend being what it is, yeah, I can see it taking 40 to 45 minutes, really and
Yeah.
truly. Um, so what's going on in your world of
Women in
women in
sport
sports?
a lot.
Let's jump into women in sports real quick.
What
The
happened?
floor is yours.
I know it is. So just want to highlight that it was National Girls and Women's Day, or National Girls and Women in Sports Day yesterday. So I want to say I think it was like the first one, but it was like a big deal. So
Yeah, it
shout
was
out.
the first.
Well, I mean, I definitely think that, they should be recognized, um, celebrated, uplifted. I definitely love to see all the attention that women's sports are getting now. Um, Lindsey Vonn had a really bad crash. What was it, Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
And she had to be like airlifted off the mountain tour or basically ruptured her ACL. But she talking about she gonna ski tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw a video of her lifting weights. She was doing squats with, I think they were 50-pound plates on each side, and she was doing squats. I'm like, what?
So
What?
I mean, yeah. So that's crazy. Um,
Yeah, she does have a lot of injuries. Facts, if that's
yeah.
where it came from. You're right. She does. She has a lot of injuries, but like you were saying, Blue, she says she's gonna ski tomorrow.
I see. I
So,
more power to her.
do you as a woman, or I mean, what are your thoughts on that? I
I
mean,
mean, I'll just say my thoughts as a mother of an athlete. It would like literally freak me out.
yeah,
Just I feel like any wrong move, it could be like permanent damage. So of course, I'm not wishing bad on her. And like Fox Porcupine said that, she is a beast. So I definitely love to see it. It's definitely empowering as a woman, and I wish her the best.
yeah,
Um,
I do too. I do.
Because I think I sent you the video or the reel or whatever of her crash and her being airlifted, and then the next day she's like, I'm still going to ski. And I'm like, what? You were
Yeah,
literally airlifted off the mountain.
yeah, she
Uh,
did a conference, uh, media conference the day after. I'm like, wait, what? You tore your ACL and you?
yeah, but I guess that's like the athlete in her,
I
or
guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Because I mean, I've known football players to play with a broken wrist throughout their entire season. Or I've known soccer players that have, you know, torn their meniscus and played throughout the season before getting it done. I
Mhm.
actually, when I was playing football, tore my meniscus and didn't really even know it. I know I was sore and there was a lot of swelling, but I just continued to play. And then when I finally saw a doctor about it, he was like, yeah, we got to do a meniscus cut. We got to take your meniscus out, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whoa. So yeah, I get it. When your adrenaline is up, and even when you're injured, if your adrenaline is going, you don't feel the pain.
Yeah.
You
And
don't
I
feel
think
the
for
pain.
her, she's probably looking at it as it's probably going to be most likely her last Olympics. So,
I, yeah,
that was
but,
really sad for her because I do think she stated that this is going to be my last Olympics, and then to have a crash and an injury like that. So I get it, but I'm just, yeah,
yeah, I'm hoping she does well.
yeah, me too. Um,
What else you got for us?
okay, don't be the boss of me and all rushing and stuff. Jasmine Jones.
Okay,
She was so she's kind of like who did I speak about the other day? I don't remember. I'm tired. I'm old. But anyway, so she's a track and field Olympian
okay,
and basically excelled uh in the 2024 Olympics. Um, she's an Air Force or whatever, right? Anyway, so she is going to be a bobsledder representing the 2026 Winter Olympics.
okay. That
And
should
she,
that should be interesting.
yeah. Well,
In
I
fact,
mean,
I think you told me something about that, or I read something about it. Yeah,
yeah.
she was an athlete or an Olympic athlete in different sports, and
No,
now
oh, that's what it was. The one I think I talked about Monday was Aaron Jackson. But yeah, so I think I like that. I like the duality. Like you excelled in one sport, and then you transition to another one, and you're excelling in that one. Um, okay. I'm gonna switch to Unrivaled real quick.
okay,
Um, so Unrivaled picks back up again tomorrow, which is a women's 3-on-3 basketball tournament using WNBA players. I forget how many teams are there. There's like 8 teams.
yeah,
I really don't feel like reading the schedule, but I know it's Friday, Saturday, not Sunday, of course, because it's the series, not the series, the season finale of football. Um, but one of the cool things that is going to happen is they're going to do a one tournament or a one-on-one skills tournament next week. So it'll be on the 11th, I think
yeah.
the 13th and the 14th or something like that. I might have got the days wrong. I don't know, but
No, you got that right. It's 13th and 14th, and I can't wait to watch it. I'm gonna tell you like this: I can't wait to see them women go 1-on-1 against each other. That's gonna be something to see.
yeah, yeah, I'm sure they're looking forward to it too.
The trash talking shall begin.
Yeah.
You know.
In the vein of, and still keeping with talking about basketball and women that play basketball, UConn is still undefeated, 24-0 so far.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Now you know what's gonna happen, right?
yeah.
UConn is undefeated right now.
Mhm.
They're gonna get to March. They're gonna get into the women's tournament. They're gonna go right on through until they get to like the Final Four, and a Cinderella team, a team that shouldn't even be in the tournament, gonna knock them off by a point.
Hmm.
It's gonna be that upset.
Mhm.
It's going to be that upset. It seems to never fail in either men or women. There's that one team that shouldn't even be there that winds up knocking off the team that was expected to go at least to the Final Four. I can't. Don't get me started with Final Four because,
I know, we already know.
yeah.
Touched it several times.
So they're still undefeated. What's the word on the women's Cal or Stanford
I,
teams?
can you let me do me?
Okay, well you do you.
I think I'm done, but I just wanted to. So I think I'm going to save the rest of this stuff for Black History Month.
Yes, sir.
Um.
Because
Oh,
I got my Black History Month athlete already picked
I
out.
bet you do. You probably got 6 more, but there was
See,
something today. I really didn't look into it. I know there was something today. Basically, I feel like with the WNBA, they're talking, they're at the table, they're talking, but there's been no decision yet. They're still disagreeing on a couple of the key topics, such as salary, revenue sharing, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I tell you like this. I'm almost. I, I don't. I don't see that coming to an end anytime soon.
Yeah.
And that's just me. I'm just being honest. I don't see that collective bargaining. I don't see it coming to any kind of conclusion anytime soon. Um, it's one thing that the women in the WNBA are playing that's unrivaled, which is fine. That's cool. You know, it gives them something to continue to do while this collective bargaining goes on. But when it comes to crunch time, and it's time for these ladies to get back in their own uniforms, back in their own stadiums or arenas, I feel like they're going to say, you know what, if you guys don't want to give us what we're asking for, you can deal with the fans and you can deal with us because we're not playing. We're not going to play. And
Yeah.
I just feel, I don't know. Gut tells me they're not going to resolve it in time for the summer. My gut just tells me that. I could be wrong. You know, I could be wrong. But they could possibly get it finished up after the Unrivaled is done, all of the tournaments and stuff that they're going through. So who knows? But I just really and truly, I wish they would just get this stuff done, man. Get these women what they deserve. You know, they put money in your pocket. They want to put some money in theirs.
Yeah.
Um, just get it done. It's not that difficult. I mean, share some revenue, give them some more money because they deserve it. Um, you know, give them a little more of the maternity time that they need. You know, don't force them to have to bring their baby on the road. I mean, come on, man.
I think as a mother, I think, like, especially if they're like breastfeeding or whatever, that's probably something that they do. But I think the issue is the accommodations.
Yeah, don't make them have to pay for a hotel room. If they're a part of a team, they're part of the team. Now, granted, no, they're not going to be playing because they taking care of a newborn or whatever.
I mean, I think they do play, but it's because I know when I first brought this to the table, I think they probably have to pay for like babysitters or someone to care for the child.
I mean, that I can understand. That I can understand.
Because there was one player that was like, I think she was married to an NBA player, so it wasn't really like an issue for her, but she still rode for her teammates.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see that. And if that's going to be the case, you bring your nanny with you.
Yeah.
You know, someone that you trust, that knows, what to do with the baby, how to take care of the baby for you, blah blah blah. You bring your nanny with you. You pay for her trip. If you can afford it, pay for her trip. Make sure she gets there safe. This, that, and the other. But I mean, again, let's get the collective bargaining done. They're stretching it out. I'm ready for it to end so we can look forward to the WNBA this year.
Yeah.
What else you got in the women's sports?
I said I was done.
Oh, did you now?
Yes.
Well, great show.
I mean,
brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I thought it was very well done.
Oh.
All right. So you didn't have much on for Cal women or Stanford women?
First of all, where my heart lies. Second of all,
but you know what the show is based on?
huh?
Huh? You know
Huh?
what? You know what
Huh?
I'm saying? Okay? I see how this is rolling. Okay, so yeah, okay. So how's USC doing?
I have no clue.
See, there you go. Okay, I rest my case. I rest
So,
my. But I will tell you this: I did get a chance to watch two of the Bay Area basketball teams, both men's. I didn't get a chance to see. Um, I didn't get a chance to see any of the women's games because they're playing like during the week and whatnot, whatever you. But I did get to watch Cal and Georgia Tech yesterday. That was
mm,
that was a good game. I got to admit, it was a really good game. First
Cal,
half, yeah, Cal dominated the first half. I mean, they just oh man. But as usual, some reason California teams have this knack for letting teams back in. So it wound up a 5 point game when it could have very well have been like a 12 to 15 point game,
mm-hmm.
but it wound up a 5 point game. They won 90 to 85. Um, woo. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching that. Cal was 12 of 23 from the three. I mean, they really shot well, but it's just that let up in the second half. It kind of kills you. It kind of kills you. I'm glad they got the win, but I thought for a minute there it was going to be, oh, here we go again. We up by 12, at half, and then second half it's a 2 point game again or a 1 point game, and then it's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It
Yeah.
kind of did go back and forth in the second half, but Cal finally put their big boy shoes on and finished it up. So I'm going to give it up for my Cal Bears for holding it down. But, they held it down. They did what they had to do to get the win. I have not really heard anything about the USF Dons. Um, yeah, I really haven't been following
Yeah,
the.
game um, against Oregon State coming up. Kind of want to bring Eli.
Are they playing at
Uh, I think they're playing at USF.
yeah, Memorial State or Memorial Gym?
I want to say yes, but now I can't find it.
Oh, well, don't worry about it. I mean, like I said, I really hadn't been keeping up with them. Um,
Or what are they? I can't see. Actually, I think I'm looking at the wrong team. That's why I can't see what I want to see.
okay.
I didn't. So they're basically fourth on the West Coast.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I mean,
Yeah, so the game against Oregon State is on Saturday.
okay. All right.
So if I, oop, where did I drop my phone? God damn it! Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. Um, no, because the last time I dropped my phone, I broke my charger. But yeah, that's all I want to say about that.
Yeah. All right. The other game that I did get to watch yesterday was the Stanford Clemson game. Now, Cal was a good game because they got the win. That was a really good game. But the Stanford game was even better. Even though Stanford lost that game, that was a game to be. It was a game. It was a nail biting, fighting. It was that kind of a game. I'll put it to you like this: the first half ended 32-30.
Mm.
Yeah, the second half ended 36-34. That's how close that game was. Clemson beat Stanford by 2 points, 66-64. I
Mm.
have to admit that was a real good game. I was disappointed that Stanford got kind of I wouldn't say cheated, but there was some truly missed calls and some truly unbelievable calls that were made. But yeah, that was a really good game. And for Stanford to be 13th in the ACC, I think they did a good job against Clemson. Clemson's 19-4 now, and Stanford's 14-9. But that was really an entertaining game, very entertaining game. And my hat goes off to Stanford. I got to give y'all a hand too. I got to give y'all a hand too. You guys play a monster of a game. It just didn't come out the way we wanted it to. So with that being said, yeah. Let's talk about something I think as a matter of fact, I know you're gonna like this.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. When was the last time you checked the high school basketball standings?
Why? Because Lincoln's in first place.
Oh, so you do know about that, huh? You do know about that, huh?
Just a little something, something.
And yeah, okay. So since last week, Lowell was in first place. But this week, the rankings read as follows. Number 10, O'Connell. Number 9, Wallenberg. Number 8, your old school, City Arts and Leadership.
That's not my old school.
Whatever, it might as well be.
Shut up.
Number 7, Balboa. Number 6, Marshall. The top 5, Galileo at 10 and 13. Washington, number 4 at 12 and 12. Now, how this fits in, I really don't know. But KIPP-SF College Prep, yep, whatever, they're in third place with a 9-8 record. I don't get that. I don't get that. But they're in third place.
Do they play in the same division?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're in the same section.
All right.
Number 2, Lowell at 14 and 10. And the number 1 team this week, unless this was a typo and they got the teams mixed up, Lincoln is number 1 at 13 and 10. Yeah. Okay. Y'all say so.
They did say so.
Whatever. That's all right. 13 and 10. Whatever. Yeah. So those are your San Francisco section rankings. And like I said, I spoke about the college teams. Cal and Stanford didn't do much on the women's side because that's your thing. So I don't even bother with it. Let's go ahead and because we're the only 2 left in the room, we can go ahead and end this on time tonight. I do want to thank the guys that did come in and sit for a hot second. Thanks for stopping in, or at least.
First of all, how you're not gonna do your Olympics?
I did the Olympics.
No, I mean Black History Month.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
Okay, well.
I'm definitely gonna do my Black History Month athlete. I'm gonna let you go first though. So the floor is yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's Black History Month. And with that being said, we're going to honor the groundbreaking athletes that are of African American descent. And I was gonna do her on Monday, but then I decided to go with Syria Bonali in honor of the Winter Olympics. But now I'm gonna do my original one, Flojo. She is known as the fastest woman ever. And she definitely has like a style, like you can like kind of like look and see where what's her name? Sharika? How do you say it? I know I'm butchering her name.
No. Yeah.
Richardson, kind of like how she has her style, like with the nails and the different colors. So it's definitely kind of like a throwback to that. But I just wanted to give a major shout out to the fastest woman ever, who is Flojo.
That's all you got on her? You don't want to give your opinion of what she was like?
She was fast, because we don't do stats, and I don't need you judging me. So,
I'm not judging you, but what about your own opinion of her?
if you overtalk me one more time, so basically in Seoul in 1988. Okay, hold on. Go ahead with yours, and I'll come back with another one.
All right. I'm gonna start messing with you. So
Are you gonna let me finish?
yeah, go ahead. That's what I'm.
In Seoul, which is in Korea, in 1988, she got 3 gold medals and 1 silver medal. Her, I guess, personal record or whatever, because she is the fastest woman, is 10.49 for the 100 meter, and the 200 meter is her time is 21.34. And she set those records in 1988, and no one has broken them as of yet, as far as I know.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that myself. As fast as these women are nowadays, I mean, wow, that record's holding up for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't realize that record was still there.
Well, that is.
I could have sworn somebody. I would have thought, like I said, as fast as these women are nowadays, um, I would have thought that record would have been broken. But um, yeah, well, congrats to her. And yeah, you're right. More power to Flojo, without a doubt.
Yeah, well, I'll say a little bit more. For those of you that don't know, way, way, way back in the day, I used to run track and field. And, as I always looked up to her as an Olympic athlete, because she ran the sport that I was running, and just kind of like her flash or her style or whatever, it resonated with me. So I still honor and admire her to this day.
That's cool.
All right.
That's cool.
Thank you.
All right. So my Black History Month athlete is Bay Area staple. He was nicknamed the Destroyer.
Mm.
Yeah, he played point guard from 1960 to 1971, and he coached from 1970, I think, till 1980. I want to say 80, somewhere in there. I think. Yeah, he coached from 1970 to 1983. I didn't realize he was still coaching back then. I guess he was, though, now to think about it. My Black History Month athlete is Mr. Al Attles.
Mm.
Yes, Al Attles. For those that don't know Bay Area sports, Al Attles brought us a championship back in 1970. It was the 74-75 season. And I'm going to tell you right now, that man, watching him on the sideline, you knew Al Attles was always thinking. And he wasn't afraid to get in the referee's face. He wasn't afraid to get a technical. But see, back then, they didn't really give out techs like they do nowadays. Referees are sensitive. They're so sensitive now.
Mm.
Back then, basketball was basketball. You get in a referee's face, y'all argue a minute, and then you go your separate ways. Al Adams was a coach of all. He was a damn good coach. I'm sorry. I got an opportunity to see him. I didn't like meet him or anything, but I got to see him, which was funny because the Warriors at the time were having dinner at a place called Scott's or Scotty's in Oakland, Jack London Square. I think it was called Scott's. We took my dad there for a birthday celebration.
Mm.
And lo and behold, we had a dining hall where, huge table, family, we have probably about 15 or 20 of us at the table. And right next door in the next suite were the Golden State Warriors. I just happened to have been going out to the bathroom, and as I was going back into our area, who comes walking out that door but Al Adams? I was like, Al Adams. Shook his hand. How you doing? What do you got? What are you doing here? He's like, yeah, we got a little something going on in here, conference or whatever. But he was a giant.
No.
He was a big, wide man. I mean, he was wide. He had the broad shoulders. He wasn't like lanky, tall, but he was a giant of a man. I mean, even at just 6 foot, he looked huge to me. But Al won the championship 1974-75 season, and he had some of the greatest Warriors to ever don a uniform on the team. He had Jamal Wilkes. He had Clifford Ray, who was a center at the time. He had let me see. I know I had that list of the players. What did I do with it? I know I had it here, but I know I had it. What? It disappeared completely.
Get it together.
Oh man, I know you ain't talking to me about getting it together. I know you. I know you ain't talking to me about getting it together.
Who else am I going to be talking to?
I don't know, but it ain't me.
Okay.
It ain't me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had Rick Barry. Rick being one of the all-time greats of the Golden State Warriors. He had another Jamal Wilkes. He had the squad. He had a good squad, and I actually enjoyed watching them win that 74-75 championship. He was a great coach. He was a great coach, and I'm proud to say he was our coach. He was our coach. If you ask anybody in the city, hey, Cody, how you doing? Welcome to the studio. Glad you stopped by. We appreciate it. Like I was saying, Al Adams, if you ask anybody in the Bay Area, if you mention his name, if they're native Bay Area, they know exactly who he was, what he was, and I guarantee you they show much, much, much respect for the man. No doubt. No doubt at all. So that is my Black History Month athlete for today.
Okay.
On Monday, we'll do it again. We'll each pick an athlete, be it from the Bay Area or from the Olympics or from whatever. We're doing the Black History Month athlete appreciation.
So what you can do for those of you that celebrate Black history or have some information or a favorite Black athlete, you can visit us on our social media pages or even message us on our Podbean website page.
Or you can join our show.
That too.
There you go. That way
And
you
share
can talk
your
about it.
favorite athlete or someone you want to be honored and recognized.
Yeah, join our show. Let us hear about yours. Who's your favorite Black History Month athlete? Male, female, high school, college, pro, semi-pro, doesn't matter. If you got a favorite, you can join us and we'll talk about it. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Bay Area athlete, but come join us. Without a doubt, come join us. Um, with that being said, we do have a little bit of sadness in the Bay Area. Um, one of the San Jose earthquake. Oh God, don't tell me that disappeared too. It did. Wow, wow. The guy's name was Vasily Kremenzitis. I had the information on what he did with the San Jose earthquakes. Um, he recently passed away. Uh, I can't believe my information just vanished off my tablet like that, but I might have hit a button somewhere and accidentally knocked it out. But from us here from Blue and myself here at Sport and a Smile podcast, our condolences go out to the Kremenzitis. Kremenzitis. I can't pronounce his name. Um, I can't pronounce his last name. But our prayers and condolences go out to the family. I think that pretty much is all I had for tonight. Oh no, wait a minute. I did want to do my usual Premier League upcoming matches tomorrow. For the Premier League, if you're into the Premier League, these are your matches. Tomorrow, you got Leeds United playing Nottingham Forest. Saturday, big day in Premier League. You got Manchester United playing Tottenham. Fulham is playing Everton. Burnley is playing West Ham. Arsenal's playing Sunderland. The Wolves play Chelsea. Bournemouth is playing Aston Villa. And Newcastle's playing Brentford. On Sunday, you've got Brighton playing Crystal Palace, Liverpool playing Manchester City. That is your Premier League in a nutshell for this weekend. I plan on trying to watch as much of that as I can, even though I've got to work, but I am going to try and get some of that time in. Anyway, we do appreciate the guys and people that stopped in, even though you couldn't stick around. It's cool, not a problem. It was just nice seeing
So
this.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You talk about the Premier League and you talk about the schedule and who's playing, but how come when we come back on Monday you never give an update about who won?
I
What's
will
up with
write that
that?
down. I will write that down.
Thank you. Boo you.
Trying to throw me under the bus. I will give updates, or I will give scores on Monday when we come back on Monday. I will give scores.
Thank you.
I will give the scores. So anyway, that is all for tonight. I look forward to watching some Olympics. I hope you guys do too. I know Lady Blue is going to try and follow it as much as she can as well. Again, I want to thank the people that did stop in tonight. It was nice to see some people jumping in, even though you jumped out. That's all right. It's all good.
Jumped out.
It's all good. I appreciate it, and so does Lady Blue. Yeah. So I want to thank again the people that showed up and the people that are downloading and listening on our other platforms. Lady Blue.
It's we have Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. I'm like you, Spotify, and of course, as always, Podbean.
Yes. So there we have it. Give us a listen. If you weren't able to get in tonight, you can find us on those platforms. We hope that you do. We hope that you like. We hope that you follow. With that being said, it's been a good day. It's been a good day. Hopefully it'll be a good weekend. And I hope wherever you're at, you're staying safe, you're staying warm. And we also hope that you'll come back on Monday and join us, listen in, talk with us, whatever you want to do. For Lady Blue and myself, I am your man, Sir Dre from the Bay, and with me as always,
Lady Blue in the Bay.
And we want to say thank you for listening. We will talk to you on Monday. In the meantime, like I always tell you, keep sporting that smile. We'll talk to you Monday.